Have you ever taken a relic or lost one? Have you got one and worried about how you could lose it? Have you never had one and you're working out how can I get hold of one? This video here shows you how I took one and also how it was lost again. So join me for the details now. So if you're spending in game, you can get up to a 20% discount using Amazon App Store if you're an Android user and in one of their specially selected regions. That could really help boost your progress. Well, they're very different to these permanent relics I'm talking about here. You can get the temporary relics with gold, so that's easy enough. It's these permanent ones here. They're much more difficult to get hold of. Okay, here I am. I'm now jumping in. You'll see here is an account, level 32, that has the scepter. Now, you might ask, why do they have such a low level account? I'm rocking 46, 45 at this point, I think. And yeah, here is the relic. It is ripe for the taking. Now you may ask, why am I taking it? This is in my own kingdom. We are at peace at this point, but I have been invited to take it. I'll give you the reasons later why we're sharing around these relics, but here I am. So, first up, I've gone in and I've done a single attack. You'll see that the relic is still there. And in all honesty, one attack is highly unlikely to ever get a relic. So if you get hit once and you lose, not that big a deal, highly unlikely. You can see there's no troops there, he is on fire, and I still haven't got hold of that relic yet. Now, so I'm hitting it again. Let's just keep doing a few hits, just see how well this does. Simplest answer is you're not actually going to get a relic very quickly, but you are at risk. So if you're currently holding a relic and your city is open to attack, if you haven't got enough troops to defend, if you win, by the way, you won't lose your relic. So people can hit your city if you keep winning. They're not going to steal your relic, but it's when you lose, there's the problem. But you have to lose more than once, quite a few times generally. So I've done a little, you'll see I'll do some jump cuts here just so we can get through the number of attacks. But we're up to 3 or 4, so now I'm going to start throwing a lot more, just showing that I haven't got that relic in my relic slot yet. So instead of doing one attack a time, if they're empty and you're winning, this is the time you want to just throw out all your marches. You're trying to get hold of that relic, you need to do it fast. Other people in your kingdom might spot that there's blood in the water and they might all start going for it at the same time. You can't really hold them off unless you want to start fighting everyone, so you want to go in hard. So the second you've got them beaten, throw in every single march you can, throw them as fast as you can, see how long it takes. So here we go. I'm just setting up my march here, checking to see if it changes with the different types of march. I can't see any major change there. I think it's just how many times. There's a small chance every time you win when you're hitting someone's city, boom, 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 that you're going to get that relic. So, what have we got? Here it is. Boom. I have my relic, finally. So it's been transferred. Now, if you weren't keeping count, it was 14 hits. So I attacked and successfully won 14 times to be able to get hold of this relic. Now, this is the reason I'm taking the relic. You'll see I'm gearing up. I'm getting ready to fight. I wasn't geared up before because we're not at war. This is it. Camelot Championship. Anyone who has this relic, at the moment that they get this relic and they set their march here, you will get the benefit of using this relic. So the Guardian Scepter, the Assault Scepter, they will give you +1 on all of your dragon skills. So that's really helpful. So we were passing this relic around. Everyone in the top 50 who made it into the Camelot Championship. Now gear up, get everything ready to go. Just out of interest, yeah, I did mess this up. Those of you who are watching, I haven't actually equipped my relic yet. So I'm doing everything else, and although it's showing, you can see it here on my city. So although you can see it hovering over my city, that doesn't mean I've actually got it equipped yet. So you need to go in, and here it is. You need to click the equip button. If you don't click the equip button, just because you have it, doesn't mean it's working. So it's got to be equipped. So I got this really fine. So I'm here setting up my march whilst I've been sending out my marches for them to be able to counterattack. I've got way too many troops in my city. Nobody would be able to defeat me without giving me massive losses. So what I've done, I've sent out loads of little marches, and those little marches, just one troop each time. Lowest ones I can, I'm giving it back so the next person can take hold of this relic. So I've still got it. How many times are they going to have to hit these farms? Is it better or worse than hitting a city? I can't say for certain. This is the first time I've ever had a relic, but what I can say is they have to hit me way more times than I hit their cities. So I'm going to work on the basis it's probably the case that if you're hitting tiles instead of hitting someone's city, you're much less likely to get hold of the relic. That was the kind of impression I got from Archer, who was mentioning that I needed to send a load of marches and it might be a bit slow when he picks it back up. So to get rid of your march, you go, there it is, now it's gone. So that relic is back again, and I did a lot of cutting here, so you probably didn't see it. But what was it? It was 35 hits, so 14 hits for me to take the relic when I was attacking a city, but then when they were attacking my tiles, we're talking 35 hits, so more than twice as many hits required to get it back. So what are the key conclusions here? Well, if you want a relic, yeah, smash their city, hit them as many times as possible, keep smashing them. It's all playing the odds on this. If you currently hold a relic, how's that different? Well, if you are sending out marches to gather on tiles, it's quite dangerous. If your city, if your kingdom is still at war, then if you're out gathering on tiles, you want to be sending full battle marches. You want to make sure you're in your full battle gear if you're out gathering. And in all honesty, if you're a holder of a relic, this might be the time to say, I just don't want to gather anymore. The risks are so high. Even if you've got a full march, somebody might hit it once, twice, 3, 4, 5 times. If you're offline and you're not checking it, you could lose that relic. So if you're holding that relic, you want to probably be a lot safer. So keep that shield up if you're not at peace. Don't send out troops to gather, and if you have to send them out, send out a full battle march. The minute you get to your tile, all your guys are on your tiles, pop on your battle armor, hit your stats, make yourself a hard target at least. They're going to have to hit you a lot of times though. I say 34 attacks, so odds on if you're out once and you only get hit 6 times, you're not likely to lose that relic, but I can't guarantee that. Could be that 6 times is enough to lose that relic. It could be a high price to pay if you fought hard to get it in the first place. So if you're looking for how to find one of the relics to take from another player, they do take some time to appear, so they won't all be there at the start, but once they start getting into the kingdom, if you go to your tavern here, just outside the walls, and you'll see there's the relic map. So here it will show you anyone who's got a relic, they cannot hide. They cannot hide. So you can check and see exactly where they are. Click on the coordinates here. It will take you to the person that's holding that relic. But if they're shielded, then you can take the relic off them, but only if they're going out farming. So you're going to have to check the tiles, see if you can find them farming. Otherwise, you're going to have to find a time when they're not shielded. Also in the tavern here, you can check what all these relics do. So what are you going to do once you get hold of it? What do you get? So there's a special property and then an extra bonus benefit here. So for example, the Blade of Deliverance will allow you to teleport your city every 72 hours, every 3 days. And you also get a troop march speed boost, so they're 10% faster. So check out all the different ones and see if you have the power to go and take that relic off another player. Check out this video here. It takes you through the different ways that you can keep getting those materials, keep boosting those stats. I'm EnglishTim. Thanks for watching today.